Philadelphia Eagles. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started.
And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts. Throwing quickly there, but it's...
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Dancing to his left.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
A gain of 1.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Hurts looking to change the play. Swift is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-2. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and a yard. They run again with Dowdle. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And he is caught by Lamb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They run here with Dowdle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A second down throw for Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Prescott off play action. Out to his left. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. To throw is Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job.
Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
A running play, it's Dowdle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Dowdle. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Play action now, Prescott. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. On 4th down, they'll try and run run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they'll talk it over, we step aside. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Prescott. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Rico Dowdle. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll try and run here with Swift. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. This is caught. It's Brown. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. One more time with Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
And tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Elliott good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Now Prescott on 4th down, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On first down, Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Here's Hurts to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Eagles are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have retaken a third-quarter lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. That will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on fourth down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on fourth down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all of those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I think we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Now Prescott. Flush to his right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. The kick by Elliott is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So they haven't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play here for Dallas. And even 70 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Sliding out of the pocket.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll start on the ground with Swift. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Taken down at the 22-yard line.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it with second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They go play action with Hurts. That is caught. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a give right side Swift. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball at the 40 here for second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Once again, it's Swift. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage with 31 now on first and 10. They'll run right here with Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Brings up second and 2.
On second down, Swift. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now third and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
At the 34-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Now Prescott. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. Now he's free at the 35. But we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Right back to Swift again on second down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here's 1st down. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crack the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, you crack the line of scrimmage. If they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, as I say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Here's Prescott.
Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Dowdle is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning...
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Hey, Silver.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle.